I was at university and ordained in Wales, where the celebration of St David's Day is a big thing. Leeks, daffodils, children in national costume are everywhere, as is, of course, the tradition of eating your weight in Welsh cakes. Unlike David in Wales or Patrick in Ireland, there's not a strong connection between St George and England. However, today is St George's Day, patron saint of England, and we should celebrate this. England doesn't have particular traditions to celebrate this day, but his flag, the red cross on a white background, does form the basis of our Union Jack. Patron saints have two purposes traditionally. First, being a role model to inspire us. Very little is actually known about the life of St George, but it's thought that he was a high-ranking officer in the Roman army in the 4th century. The emperor at the time tortured George, but he remained firm and courageous in his faith. And those traits are reflected in the stories that grew up about him across the centuries, most famously, of course, with him fighting and then killing the dragon, which is a traditional representation of the devil. In today's rather sobering reading from John 5:18-21, Jesus reminds us that if the world hates you, be aware that it hated me before it hated you. Servants are not greater than their master. We follow his way of the cross, leading to the resurrection. In the current crisis across our world, it's so important to celebrate the lives of people who are both courageous and faithful. Second, it is part of the devotional life of many, though by no means all Christians, to ask saints in heaven to pray for us. The church isn't just made up of those Christians who are on earth now, but includes all the Christians that are in heaven. We call them the greater cloud of witnesses, with Jesus Christ as at its head. Asking a saint to pray for us is not dissimilar to asking someone in our church congregation to pray for us. We don't pray to a saint, we only pray to God. But some of us might want to ask St George to pray for England today. There are patron saints of things as well as countries. One of the patron saints of pandemic sufferers is St Corona. She was a martyr in the early church. The word corona is used for the current virus because of the shape of it under a microscope, but corona is the Latin for crown. And in Eastertide, of course, we celebrate Jesus Christ's resurrection, that his crown of thorns became a kingly crown of triumph, that death did not have the final word. The George Cross is awarded to English civilians for great acts of bravery in extreme danger. Most of us won't receive this medal, but we can celebrate St George's Day by giving thanks for the many women and men who are currently caring for others, sometimes at real cost or danger to themselves. Despite the fear and grief of this pandemic, it is love that has the final word.